everyone, my name is Zahra Amira, but you can call me Zahra for short. I'm from Yogyakarta State University and currently I'm one of IISMA's awardees from National University of Ireland, Galway. Okay, and today I will be talking about my experience when I'm studying abroad. Okay, so let's start from the very beginning. So the first time I heard about the IISMA program was from my friend Hanifa. It has been our dream to study abroad. So one day, me and my friend scrolling around looking for fully funded scholarship to study abroad, and then we found the information about this IISMA program by Campus Merdeka, and we was very happy that we contact our lecturer and ask for help for completing the document of this program, and in the end of the day we managed to do that. Even we found some struggles like the limited time of registration, and it was kind of hard to find some English proficiency test in such a short time, but I was so glad that we managed to do that. Sadly, my friend didn't manage to pass the test that IISMA held. So here I am being one of the students of National University of Ireland right now, as you can see. So long story short, after the announcement of awardees, me and my fellow IISMA NUIG peeps are making some Telegram group chat to just letting us know about each other. In preparing our document for studying abroad, we helped each other so much. We always remind each other to do this. Have you done this? Have you done that? We always hold each other's back. So for me, it wasn't really hard for us to preparing our document like visa or something like that. So long story short, in the 23rd of August, we fly to Ireland. So long story short, after several of preparation, we flew to Ireland, and once we arrived there, we have to do quarantine. And it took 5 days for us to do the quarantine before our first PCR test there. So the PCR test was free there, and sadly, 5 out of 19 of us got affected by coronavirus. So we have to do a much longer quarantine period, 5 more days from the normal period of quarantine. And after the second PCR test, gladly we did manage to get negative result, and then we start our college life there. So some of you may be wondering what's the difference between studying in Ireland and studying in Indonesia in a college level. So in the COVID pandemic era, NUIG provide us with 2 options. It is offline classes and online classes, and we can actually do both offline and online. So if you just have a close contact with someone, or if you're really concerned about the COVID at that time, you can just do it from home. And yeah, they always have the video of the lecture, so you will never miss any of the material. For me, back in Indonesia, I was always have online class, and it was really boring. So there in Ireland, I took just full of offline classes. It was really fun. The lecture was very interactive, and so was the student. One unique thing that I really noticed there is the lecture always came out after all of the students in the class left. They're considering if there was some student who are too shy to ask in the room full of people, or just maybe they want a deep discussion more with the lecturer. They're always waiting. I mean, the lecturer was always waiting for the students. For the culture, I didn't really have any cultural shock there because the people were very nice. None of them were racist to me. They always respect each other and their boundaries and their concern, and they always help each other. And one thing that I also noticed that they always say sorry every time, like anything they do, they always say it, like, excuse me, sorry, can I have this, sorry, oh sorry, I just bumped you, or something like that. I mean, it that was also one of the common thing in Indonesia, so I don't think it is really hard for me to cope with the culture there, except for the food. This may be just because my taste bud, like, I don't really sit the taste of the food there. So there I cooked my own food, and we usually do like group groceries. So we groceries in a group, and then we cook in a group, and we eat together, and then we clean our places together, and this is usually happen in a flatmate. Like, my flatmate and I always have like groceries together. Yeah, it was really fun. One thing that I love about the IISMA program was because we went to a foreign country in a big group, so we won't be lonely here. I mean, if you're just going there by yourself, you might feel like, I don't have my family here or my friends here, my life is so lonely, and blah blah blah, etc etc. But there we hold each other's back. Like, if I got some problem, then my friend might help me, and if they got problems, I can help them, and it goes on like that. So by doing this program, I found not only like international friends, or maybe our local Irish friends, but also friends from Indonesia, like the whole Indonesia. I feel like we have some good chemistry together, and our boundaries are very strong, especially the days before we went back to Indonesia. Like, we also cried together. Like, I really feel the bond between us. So in conclusion, because of this program, we are not only getting relation from international, local, but also from fellow Indonesia. So don't be afraid to study. So don't be afraid to study abroad, because you guys have each other in a group, and study abroad isn't that scary. Like, you can always cope with the academic, because the lecturer will also help you. You don't need to be worried about whether you understand the lecture or no, because they always have the recording or something like that. And then the lecturer will gladly help you with your problem in academic matters. So be bold to go abroad, everyone. Goodbye.